What was your worst experience at school? I was this quiet junior who basically tried to stay invisible. Most people thought I was just shy, but really I'd been getting bullied since middle school and learned it was safer to keep my head down. This kid Travis and his crew made my life hell every single day. They'd kick my chair during class, flick paper balls at my head, steal my homework, and once they even put gum in my hair during lunch. The worst part was Travis was in my chemistry class with all his stupid friends. Our teacher, Mrs. Johnson, was pretty strict about lab safety, but Travis thought he was hilarious. He'd always joke about making explosives and mess around with stuff he wasn't supposed to touch. One Thursday, she announced we'd be doing chemical reactions for our lab grade. Everyone got specific chemicals, and she was super clear about the rules. Follow the instructions exactly. No mixing anything extra. Wear your goggles. The whole deal. I followed everything perfectly because I needed the grade and didn't want any trouble. But Travis didn't listen. He kept making jokes to his friends about creating a bomb and told them to distract Mrs. Johnson while he grabbed extra chemicals from the supply closet. I saw him slip some powder into his sleeve, but I didn't say anything because I never spoke up about anything. Halfway through the experiment, there was this loud pop from their table and smoke started filling the air. Kids started screaming and the fire alarm went off. Mrs. Johnson was yelling for everyone to get out. The smell was awful, like burning plastic, and people were coughing everywhere. The principal pulled our whole class into the cafeteria to figure out what happened. That's when Travis did the most evil thing I've ever seen. He pointed right at me and said, "It was him. I saw Liam pour something into our beaker when we weren't looking." His friends all nodded and backed him up, saying they saw it too. My hands started shaking. I couldn't even speak. The principal ordered me to his office immediately. They called my parents. They called the police. I sat there completely numb while the resource officer explained that tampering with chemicals was a serious offense that could get me charged as a juvenile. My parents showed up furious and confused. My mom was crying, asking how I could do something so dangerous. I kept saying I didn't do it, but nobody believed me. Travis was so convincing and had witnesses. I got suspended pending a full investigation. For 2 days, I stayed home feeling like my life was over. My parents barely talked to me. My dad kept asking if I was on drugs or hanging out with the wrong crowd. They were talking about sending me to military school. I couldn't eat or sleep. But then something crazy happened. Mr. Pete, the janitor who's worked at our school forever, came forward. He told the principal he'd been mopping the hallway outside the lab and saw Travis take extra chemicals from the supply closet. He'd even mentioned it to Mrs. Johnson before the accident, but she thought he was joking around. The school checked the security cameras, and there it was. Clear footage of Travis grabbing powder from the supply closet and hiding it in his sleeve. You could see him dumping it into his own beaker right before the explosion. Travis got expelled immediately. I was cleared of everything, but the experience messed me up forever. Even after the truth came out, some kids still thought I did it because Travis had been so convincing when he lied.